This is the story of how I got in school suspension over a battery.
Looking at the truth, the money never lie. No, I'm the one, yeah. I'm the one early morning.
Okay, so this is an impromptu video I wasn't supposed to film. But this is a story time because I didn't just get the letter, but I got a letter earlier from school. What? Let's rewind it back to the beginning of the day. I came to school looking all cute in my bodysuit, black skinny jeans, my cute little shoes, my cranberry eye look, you know, low key self promo, link in the description, filmed a tutorial. Should be in like an info card, like right there. But let me tell. Okay, so yeah, and for some reason, every single time I wear this makeup look, I get into trouble. But that's for another story time. I hate this shirt. Like, but that's for another story time. So here is how this story happened. I was in my fifth period, which is physical science, Mrs. McDonald's class, and my little trap droid fell on the floor. And everybody knows what happens when androids fall on the floor. The battery falls out. Wow. The battery fell out. And my best friend, Deontay, who was sitting next to me, picked it up and decided to give it to this girl, Kaya, who's also my friend. Kaya, she just decided to run back and take my battery. So I get up out of my seat and I'm like, Kaya, give me my battery. She didn't want to give me my battery, so I reached into her pocket. I'm not that popular. I don't know why my phone keeps vibrating, but yeah. She decides to take my battery, and she's like, I don't have your battery. I'm like, where's my battery? She's like, I don't have it. So after I reached into her pocket to see if she had the battery, she didn't, so I kept my hand in there. Don't know why. Probably should have taken it out. But yeah. And then she's like, Heather, get out of my face because you're making me mad. I was like, where is my battery? Like, where's my battery? Meanwhile, these two guys, we're going to give them code names. Trent and Taylor. So meanwhile, Trent and Taylor are over there giggling. They had my battery and they had hid it. They hid my phone battery. And if you know me, you know that my phone is my prized possession. Well, it's not really a prized possession because this thing is crusty, but it is the love of my life because I need my phone. I'm sorry I keep doing that. But yeah, I'm just trying to give effect. Peep the Cantu right there. Right there. You know what? Forget the shirt. We're just gonna look crusty. Makeup crusty, hair crusty, everything crusty. I'm crusty. Oh, but the highlight is still going strong. You see that? Oh, that nose highlight. Okay, but yeah. So they had my battery, and I'm like, "Where's my battery?" Like I said, I'm gonna say it again. Where is my battery? And then my teacher, Miss McDonald's, like, Heather, go sit down. I'm like, I'm not sitting down until I get my battery. So I guess she thought we were gonna fight or something, and like she pushed this white button and to like call the administrators or whatever. So yeah. And then after she pushes the white button, Kaya goes back over by Kent and Kamau, picks up my battery from where they hid it, and threw it on the floor. Not threw, she chucked it on the floor. I have anger issues, just a little bit, like that much, that much. And I'm like, who do you think you are? Pick up my battery. Pick up my battery. And then the administrators came or whatever, and they're like, okay, let's go. Let's go. And I was like, she just threw my battery on the floor. I'm not leaving until she picks up my battery. My battery. Like I said, my battery. I'm so lame. But yeah. So finally, well, not finally, let me tell you like the little filler parts. So I'm like, and then Kaya decides to walk out the classroom with the administrators. And I'm like, pick up my battery. I just wanted her to pick up my battery. Like, pick up my battery. And then she doesn't want to pick up my battery. The administrator is still asking me to, let's go, let's leave. And I don't move. I get on top of the desk and I sit there and I cross my legs. I cross my legs and I'm like, she needs to pick up my battery. She needs to pick up my battery. And she's like, don't make me tell you. Like, she literally goes like this. She's like, don't make me tell you again. I was like, I don't know what that's supposed to do. Intimidate me. And yeah. So, yeah, she's like, I'm going to ask you one more time. Let's go. I was like, tell her to pick up my battery. Like, imitating her because savage. But, yeah. So, my best friend's like, Heather, just go. Heather, you don't want to. And then she's like, I'm going to charge you. I was like, what? Getting what? So then she calls the officer up there. We're going to call him Officer Donuts. Officer Donuts. She calls Officer Donuts up there. And she's like, you need to get her out of the classroom. My best friend's like, Heather, just go. And I'm like, fine, I'll go. So I pick up the thing and I told her that she had a 97-cent Sally's Beauty Supply synthetic bleep wig on. Yeah, oops. So then we go down and we walk to the office, and they first bring in Kaya and they're talking to her or whatever, and I'm just sitting there like, by the way, Miss what are we gonna call her? Miss. I'm not good at making up names. Miss Blue. Miss Blue. She's like, she picks up my battery, and like I was like, I wanted Kaya to pick up my battery. I don't know what you're doing. Like, I want Kaya to pick up my battery. But yeah, then we leave or whatever. We go down to the office. I was like, can I have my battery? She was like, no. I was like, I just want my battery. That's what the whole thing was about. I want my battery. So yeah, and then she takes it and she's like, you're not getting it back. I was like, lady, I will sue you over this $5 Android battery. Like, that's stealing. So yeah, then we get into her office. They take Kaya in there. They talk to her first. I don't know what they were saying or whatever. And then Officer Ivy. You know what? I'm just going to call them by their real names because I'm not good at this code name stuff. So Officer Ivy and Miss Greenaway decided to take me into the office. They sit me down and talk. And then they're like, you know, you're going to get 3 days of ISS and this and that, and you're going to get charged with a classroom disturbance because that's illegal. And I was like, what? Then everybody else in that class should be charged with classroom disturbance because nobody listens to the teacher. Nobody does anything in that class, so everybody else should get charged. And they're like, but no, we saw you. You're going to get charged because we were the ones saw you. We're not worried about them. Are they in this office? No, you are. And I was like, okay. So yeah, they sit me down. They're like, classroom disturbance, yada yada yada. You might get charged or whatever. I was like, okay. Because, you know, at the time, like, my adrenaline was rushing. I was like, let's go, like, do whatever you need to do because I just want my phone battery. Okay? So, after that, me and Kaya are, like, sitting outside of the office. And, like, she's, like, writing up, like, the things and stuff. And then it's the end of the day. So, I was like, can I have my phone battery back? So she gave me my battery back, and I was like, okay, thank you. And then, so yeah, then they're like, we're not going to discuss discipline until tomorrow. So yeah, the next day, me and Kaya, because we're kind of like cool now because like it was like stupid, like all I wanted was my phone battery. So we walk into her office. And she's like, okay, Kaya, so you're going to get an extended day because you cooperated. So it's from 3:30 to 6:30. Which, honestly, like, I would have taken the ISS because, girl, ain't nobody got time to be at school after school and not be having fun because you literally just sit there and do nothing. So, yeah. So, and then she pulls me into the office. She's like, okay, so Officer Ivy decided not to charge you guys. And you guys are going... Not you guys. She was like, Officer Ivy decided not to charge you. But you are going to have a day of ISS, which is today. This was on a Friday. And I was like, okay. Like, okay. Like, I don't really care at this point because it was stupid. So, yeah, that was my story of the time I got ISS over a phone battery. Phone battery. Thanks.